Beyblades podcast, boys.
I'll say hello first. I'll do an intro. Get on, Beybladers. Blade Bay X here. The unnamed Beyblade X podcast. Episode 1. Joined by the lovely co-hosts that are SapphireBlaze and Juicebox. Gents, do you want to say hello?
Hi, it's me, SapphireBlaze.
And of course.
Worse. And it's also me, the
Yeah.
juice.
Is that like a thing? Like Beyblade Association, like IRL, or are we talking back at 10 shoot BBA?
No. Just back at 10 shoot BBA.
Damn. I was hoping I could join the Juice
Nice.
BBA.
You can be Blade BBA.
That's true. But I've got Vega already. I like oppose the BBA, like just in nature.
True. You can't be both.
Or I could play both sides from the shadows.
Yeah.
Don't make me choose.
All right. As we're opposing each other, the first thing I would like to get straight into talking about, because it's one thing I've actually done myself and might be able to have an opinion on, is Impact Drake. A lot of people really fucking love it. Really love it. And I'm hearing, like, yourself have had success at tournaments with it. I'm getting feedback from other people saying they've had success at tournaments with it. I've never had worse results from a Beyblade testing before as I've had with Impact Drake. It's had the lowest
Yeah,
win
I watched
rate
the video.
of anything, the most negative points of anything. I feel like a lot of people are at the point where they still really want it to work, but haven't figured out how and are just like powering through. And I would like to have some more of that energy about me, but I think I'm done with testing Drake for now. How are you on it?
What was the combo that you used in the video again?
So the combo I used in the video was 170 taper.
Right, you made a 170.
Yes, yeah. Because when we did, like, say, the live stream, for example, 160 was great for impact. But something Nanashi and I were really noticing was we seemed to hit more KOs when we were at 70 height, and like we seem to not have the blowback from the recoil, because I don't think anyone's going to argue that Drake's a very recoil heavy blade in general, but like the blowback at 70 height didn't seem to be as bad on 70 height as 60. So I was like, cool, maybe this is like when Cobalt Dragoon came out. We didn't have Elevate yet. People were still using Dragoon, but we could tell it wasn't quite as good as we were hoping for it to be. And then Elevate came out, and now it's like the number one blade in the meta. It's got the widest spread of like winning matchups. It's insane. So I was hoping maybe it was the ratchet and not a bit that needed to change for Drake for me, because Taper seemed to be doing the best out of everything. And I think a lot of other people have come to the same conclusion with Taper for Drake. But yeah, I was hoping 170 would be the best of both worlds, and I got a 24% win rate with it. So
What was the combo you used, Juice? Because you had some success, didn't you, using it in tournaments?
When it first dropped, I was using 560 taper, because that's what, at the time, what's his name? Jacob said in Ilnook's video. So I tried that.
Yeah,
It did. Well, here's the thing. It was only 2 battles. It won both of them, sure, but I didn't do much testing after that on 560 taper. I was doing, when Blade said use 160, I was doing that, and I've gone through a bunch of different bits like Cyclone and Giflat, which I sent you the 2 videos. Again, those are only 2 videos out of how many I was just playing for the matches. But
yeah,
I found some consistency with Gearflat. I really enjoyed it on Gearflat. Cyclone as well. I feel like Cyclone and Gearflat are my top 2 at the moment. Of course, they do nothing for the stamina, but it's already got bad stamina as it is. But
yeah, that's
I can get those consistent hits. I was getting consistent over finishes left and right, or bursts as well.
Yeah, that's one thing I have with Drake is because it's definitely one of those blades that realistically, if you want to win with, you're trying to win in like the first couple of hits. You want to win early on, but the stamina is terrible on it, really terrible, even for an attack blade like Buster. I would say was probably one of the attack blades with the worst stamina before, because it's so obviously off balance. But I think Buster has a lot better stamina than Impact, and it doesn't have the same problem Impact has. If the rubber touches the stadium at all, that's like instantly halves your stamina in one moment. I think the roof is very high for Impact, but I don't know, man. I'm not pulling off the techers with it, I guess, that are required to make it shine. I think, what was it in my testing video? Those are just 100 straight like launches, no edits, tests in between, or like whatever, anything like that. Just 100 straight. I feel like I did a pretty consistent job across, and yeah, I don't know. I said a lot about it at the end of the video, the summary, but it felt like a lot of good launches.
Oh no, he's cutting out.
Like,
he's cutting out for you.
Yeah.
Well, like, who's cutting out?
No. My testing
sounds better,
obviously
that. It sounds
wasn't
better.
wasn't as extreme as yours and wasn't as long.
Mm.
I mean, I was gone for like there's a few hours there. Where you showed up. I was on TikTok at the time.
Yeah.
Practicing on there as well. Yeah, I don't know. I was just only constantly fighting against Wizard Rod as well, so that's where my data would go.
Yeah. I mean, this is my thing right now. Like, I don't disbelieve that people are having success with Drake or anything like that. It can be good because, again, any part in Beyblade X can be good. You can win with it, no problem. I don't doubt any of that. But I haven't seen anyone put up any sample size really with like positive results. But even the smaller sample size I've seen of people's testing have had bad results. So like, it's people are telling me like especially 770 Rush is like a good combo for it, and that one keeps coming up a lot. Not something I've really tested myself at all. I'd like to see how that goes, but 770 is already a part I'm dubious about as it is, because I think it's very bursty, and I think that 770 probably negates a lot of the blade contact, and you're relying on the down kind of like spiky smashness of the ratchet with that combo. So is that just the weight of the blade and the kind of contact of the ratchet? I don't know, but I mean that doesn't mean it's a bad combo. That would still be great if that works. I just I've not seen anything myself from Impact yet that makes me think, okay, yeah, this is something I'm gonna try and fit into my deck now. Like, if I'm honest, the biggest takeout I've had from Impact Drake testing is how much I like Dran Buster again. That's kind of like what's happened to me from that.
Have you been using the black coat one?
I
Oh,
was
sorry.
gonna say.
Yeah, you go, Sapphire.
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna say the same thing because you got a shiny Dran Buster.
That's definitely part of it. Because the allure is that I want it to be good again. I want a reason to have it in the deck, for sure. But my lowest kind of like sample from like similar testing that I've done before with Buster was a 35% win rate. That was the lowest Buster I ever got, and that was taken across like I think something like 3 testing streams and 4 tournaments. And that's why I ended up taking Buster out of my deck ages ago. And I was like, okay, I need to change up my deck, because that's probably where I'm not admitting I'm losing points. And where it's like, because I was doing like the G2 size tournaments, whatever, the 130 player ones and stuff like that. And I was getting like top 8, so I was getting 6th, 5th, or something like that. But like my deck just wasn't getting enough wins in a row to get me to like the podium. And like out of all the stats, because my other combos at the time were Phoenix Wing 360 Taper and Rod 960 Ball, they were all in the positive points. They were like great win rates, I think my Rod was on like an 82% win rate, and my Phoenix at its highest was like a 76%, something like that. Like, it's dropped off since then because it's an attack type, I get that, but that was really good, and they were both like plus points overall. But Buster was on average, I think, losing me 1.7 points per match, like it totaled out to. So I was like, yeah, I probably need to drop that actually. And Drake isn't losing as many points per match from that. It's pretty much only losing by spin finish. Like, like 53% of the time it's lost by spin finish, but like it's so many losses that I'm getting with it. You know, like it's.
What are you trying Buster on at the moment?
So I wanted Low Rush to be like the revival of Buster for me, because that was its issue before, is that the payoff for using low flat over rush was that you lost stamina, but you got ratchet hits. But now what I'm thinking the payoff is with low rush, you lose that speed. So I've actually just kind of been like, I've like Buster on level. I've like Buster on, you know what's had a revival for me, and I talked so much shit about it for so long after it came out, is Excel. Like, I am having a lot of fun playing with Excel right now, and I think it's because I got good at my false drop launch, and the wider attack bits like level and Excel seem to go well with that launch for me right now. I get really nice placement, really nice control, really big hits off of it. Yeah, I've been really enjoying Excel again. It's still got terrible stamina, but it is like comparable to like flat, you know. So
you're basically using stock Dran Buster now.
Yeah, it like I could definitely use stock Dran Buster. Like I saw it. Didn't someone like smash like a G2 or something recently with like a stock Dran Buster? Like someone shared.
Is that in the Asia Championship?
It might have been. It might have been something smaller. It might have been like a G3 or like an S1 or something. But
I think someone used it at the Japan Championship.
Yeah.
In like,
but like, I really think that stock combo makes sense now. I've like played around with it a bit longer and stuff. Like, it's not bad at all. And like, since playing with Drake so much, it's nice having a attack blade that hits so many crits, but has a little bit more gas, you know? And like, again, like any attack combo you run is going to be your highest risk combo. Like it's just in the nature of like the game. Like you're putting in like a higher recoil, more like it's faster, like more risk of self KOs. It's you need to be more precise with where you hit them and all that kind of stuff. But Drake just has such a low win rate, and having fun with like bust, like because I was enjoying it on low rush still anyway. But low rush, did you see the combo that the Beyblade Park, the Black Buster got used on first?
No, I haven't seen that yet actually.
So it was on 160 bound spike.
Yes.
And bound spike is really nice to launch on. Like it's pretty similar to like point. To be honest, to like launch on, but it doesn't have great stamina, and that bouncy gimmick I think just makes you a bit more burst prone, but very nice to launch on still. I think there is a combo out there for bound spike. I don't know what it is, but yeah, it's a nice bit to launch on for sure.
Actually, I guess we can kind of segue from the Dran Buster into Beyblade Park. So we got those beautiful.
So you're gonna say segue from that Dran Buster into Juice selling a kidney to buy one right before?
Well, I think we kind of knew that was gonna.
We knew Juice was gonna sell a kidney.
We knew that they were gonna sell out. Like, but I mean, they're just how unprepared. I don't know whose fault it was. If it was TT's or Beyblade Park or whoever.
They could have sold out after I got my one. That would have been.
It's the thing though. Like it's an event that's going on for like just like a month and a half almost, and they sold out. And keep in mind that it's not like a free for all. Only one person can buy it per ticket, and only so many people can get in per slot.
Yeah.
So obviously, they realized that they fucked up before it even opened, because they're like, just to let you know that we're going to be selling them online. I'm like, you didn't think about this, did you? And they sold out all of them within the first 3 days. Like absolutely ridiculous. And then like a day later, the mammoths all sold out as well.
He bought them all.
And then everything else.
Yeah, the pink was the first to go. Pink Buster.
Yeah. Because it's the first pink metal coat, right? So everyone wants it, including myself, including like you, Juice, right? And then including everyone else I've decided to, help out and try and get one. And then now they're like, oh, okay, we'll sell them online. And then they were like, actually, we need to wait even longer. We're going to sell them online next month, and then they'll be delivered in early June. That's half a year.
At this point, they should know how popular and how wanted this stuff is.
Okay, so if you say they should know, I want your opinion on this, Sapphire. So,
Go on.
Do you think this is, excuse the racism here, typical Japanese like lack of foresight for something like this? That happens a lot with like limited releases and sales and stuff. Typically, shit goes like out of stock very quickly, like ahead of schedule, typically. Or do you think it's like a planned scarcity?
All according to plan.
Yeah.
You never know, but it's like it's not just Beyblade. You have it with like I remember when the Switch released in Japan.
Yeah.
Like it was impossible. The places that did pre-orders sold out in seconds, and everyone else has a lottery. Japan loves a lottery system. I had to win a lottery to get into Beyblade Park. So I put 3 choices. It was 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and then I thought, oh, I'll do a bit more in the afternoon because maybe I have a better chance of getting on the first day. And thankfully, my third slot, I managed to get in. And then I tried to go a week later because I thought, oh, there'll be less competition. And then obviously everything was sold out. I don't know if they're doing it for scarcity. I don't think they care enough for it because they don't get anything out of it, right?
Yeah.
Like the people who are making the money are the scalpers and the resellers.
Yeah.
Like you can buy a pink Dran Buster now for the same price you can buy an Aero Pegasus. It's like 20,000 yen almost. It's like depending on the combination.
What was it at its like highest price? Is that like the kind of like peak that it's gone to, the Beyblade Park Busters, or?
I think the highest I saw one sold for was like 23,000 yen. Which, when you think about it, if you're buying your Beyblade Park ticket and you're buying the Beyblade itself, that's like just over 3,000 yen. So it's like a 5-time markup.
Yeah.
Absolutely ridiculous. And then Juice bought a black one though, so that was a little bit cheaper.
I don't even remember. I seen it and I bought it. I don't remember how much it was.
Juice just ripped out the organ, put it in the mailbox, and was like, "Give me my Buster."
I'll quickly check. I'll quickly check. I'll quickly check.
But I mean, so is that there is that kind of like a paper kind of like cash like society that Japan is, that I don't know if it's just that kind of like nature that kind of like, I don't care if it sells out, like we've made this many, we know we're making our money back if we get rid of this many of them, like.
But it's a balancing act, right? Because if they don't make enough, then it annoys the fans. So like I paid money, or like, I mean, for me it's not such a big issue because I live near Tokyo, but people travel from like all over Japan. And I met people who flew from abroad. I'm like, obviously they didn't come specifically for Beyblade Park, but people who were like excited to go and see it, and they were like, well, it's just sold out. Like that's so disappointing.
Well, yeah, I mean the
Buster,
the mammoth is like part of the value in the ticket, isn't it?
Yeah. Like I met a guy and he asked me in the line when I was waiting to go in for like, because I was I was lining up to get Illinux stuff, and didn't need to go through the event because I'd already gone through twice that day for other people. And I just needed like the QR code that they get when they hand you in, and like they give you like one of those plastic wallet things.
A clear file.
Yeah, the clear file. Yeah, I didn't need it. I didn't need to go through. I just wanted the file. So I was like, hey, if you want, I'll give you the ticket and you can go around and enjoy it. Just like hand me the file. I won't charge you anything. You can just take my ticket.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, actually, no, I want the bay. I'm like, well, of course, that's what everyone wants.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, good luck. But hopefully I'll just be like, they've announced what time it's going to be on. So it's like 6 o'clock on Monday, February the 3rd. And you can only like access it if you have the Q, and you can go on the website, but it'll just be grayed out. You need the actual QR code, and then you need to put in like your time slot and then your like number that you had with your ticket.
Oh man.
So I'm kind of hoping that people don't get access to the QR code and then just like put in a bunch of random numbers, because if there's clashing numbers, they'll just cancel all the orders. So that's what I'm kind of worried about, that the scarcity is that high.
Should have gone for a pink Buster.
You would have fucked it up anyway. It would be worth nothing.
Yeah, it's just the amount of people that would have just unsubbed from me the moment they saw me use it. But...
At least I didn't give you like a red samurai saber.
Yeah, how do you feel about the red samurai saber? Like, have there been actual visual spoilers of that? Because I feel like I've only seen like the fake ones.
Yeah, not yet.
There's not. There's like a Reddit version of it, right? I mean, with like a black XL, it looks really nice.
Yeah, they just based it off the other Buster. Yeah, the red Buster.
Yeah, and which is a beautiful Buster that now everyone can have. But I said this in my core video, but yeah, I mean, first of all, I think it's ridiculous that they're doing this. Like, there's only 100 that you can get. And it's like, oh, for goodness sake, like.
There's only 100 you can get until next month.
Yeah, well, basically, yeah. And like, I feel I was, if I were you, I wouldn't pay the ridiculous money that scalpers will do to sell it online, because it's probably just going to be released with the next like manga set.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, that's easy money for TT to do that, right?
Yeah.
And I saw people buying like for the Dran Buster one on like Mercari, they had like someone had bought like 50 horror comics and cut out like the application things for the competition and were selling them for like 20,000 yen.
Wow.
Just like, I really hope whoever paid that got it. And it's sold as well.
Wow.
Like someone actually paid.
Damn. I mean, that's not as bad as the dude who like sold pictures of a PS5 box. Like that's
like he literally said in the description, like, this is just a picture. You are not getting a PS5. And he had one sold.
Oh mate. That's mad. Like, cause I love like the rare bays. I love like got that collector aspect to me as well. Like just through everything that I've collected over the years anyway. But like for X,
a collector.
Yeah, I do like to play with them, and I feel like that is my justification now for when I don't spring for like one of these only 100 batches of Busters and stuff like that. I'm like, if I get it, I am just gonna fuck it up because I will use it in a tournament, in a video, in a something or whatever. So like now I don't just think of like I'm just getting a shelf piece for Beyblade X ever. Like that's one thing I've done with this generation, and like a hobby that I haven't done with anything else before. It's like I can only justify getting it if I would be like, yeah, I'm going to still use this, you know?
That's fair. I'm actually curious, did you guys remember how much the red Dran Busters were selling for when they first started coming out? Like, not obviously now they're like just less than 10,000 yen, but
I'm gonna throw a random number out there. Was it 28?
Too much.
No, it was much more.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. It was too much.
It was
even
like
that.
It was like 100,000 or something.
No, damn. I thought they were going to be the only ones. Oh, that's rough.
What was that? Who was that Baytuber who, like Western Baytuber, who managed to get one?
Yeah, a guy in America had one.
Mm.
Then he sent it to Zanki, and Zanki made a few videos on it. And then he sent it back.
Yeah.
Sure. I forget his name as well. He hasn't actually popped up in a while, his videos. I don't think he's uploaded in a while.
He made a few with the Red Buster, but it was like, it was pretty good quality editing and stuff. I'll just see if I can find it.
What was it? I saw in the Discord today that was it Goat? He's got 3 pre-ordered of the batch that's coming out. So
of course he does.
Yeah, man.
Wait, 3 pre-orders. What? Sorry.
The Red Buster.
Oh, the Red Buster. Yeah, I mean that's fine. I saw it for pre-sale. Yeah, I didn't. I was like, I don't need this, so I didn't actually pre-order it. Kind of wish I did, but then I'm like, I've got like 6 Dran Busters already. I don't need any more.
It's a whole Pokemon team.
Yeah, it's fine. I have a rarer Dran Buster now. It's fine.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty stoked on the Black Buster, not gonna lie. I mean the Asia Cup one was dope to get anyway. I like that Buster as well.
Mm-hmm.
I actually like the Buster colors, like the black kind of like background, more than I like the gold in the sword and the dagger Asia Cup ones. I think it looks better with the black background on the white and the gold than just all the gold in there. But yeah, just having those two now, I'm pretty well satiated for Buster reskins right now, you know. That's what you were saying about like the Barcelona one. It's like it'd be nice, but like I'm pretty full on Buster reskins right now. Like it's good.
I mean, I'm guessing is that going to come out eventually in Thailand as well?
I imagine so. Like every B4 exclusive, tournament exclusive, or whatever, it's just ended up being over the shelf like here after like a couple months or something at the latest. It was like the black and green like grips and like black Dranzers and like Giants dagger and all that kind of shit. Like, and was it like the first one? Was it the blue metal coat shark?
Yeah, that was the first one.
When that one was coming out, I had a friend. She was going over to Japan for, I think it was like the Cherry Blossom Festival or something was happening around then, like the same kind of time. Am I cutting out? Am I?
A little bit.
You were for a second there.
Damn. But yeah, I'll try and speak more clearly. It's probably just me mumbling so much that like just blurs me out. But they were going over to Japan then, and I was like, oh shit, like, can you pick me up a couple of these? And she didn't seem to be able to figure out like where to go. Like, was it like Big Camera or something like that? You can just go to. But she came back, didn't have them, and I was like, no. And then like a week later, you could just buy them over the counter here anyway.
Is there like any shop was selling them that sold Beyblades?
Yeah.
Was it like certain shops only?
No,
That's
so
ridiculous.
The main and pretty much only like legit supplier of Beyblade X in Thailand is KC Toys. Blue metal coats, yeah. If somewhere still has them in stock, they'll just be hanging around on the shelves in there, you know.
Oh man, get me one.
Yeah, I was gonna say if I need one.
I mean, if I see another, hunt. I mean, I've still got one in a box sealed, like that I haven't opened. So I'll send that over. Like Nanashi's got a blade that he won a B4 Shark. That was his first or second, I think his second tournament win he got.
So he does have nice things. Good on him.
Yeah, he's won himself a Knight Shield and a B4 Shark.
One of those gold Knight Shields. So nice. They don't do them, and there's only like a few tournaments now in Japan where they have that surprise, like the traveling G3 tournaments. Which they just do at like random venues. But
yeah,
I
need to get to Bangkok, man, because it'll be March that they stop having golden rod as the G3 prize, isn't it? When CX comes out.
I didn't know that.
I think it changes. I think it's like a night. I think it might be a fucking night mail or something, or like whatever the night CX bay is going to be.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think that's what I saw in like the translated spoilers someone shared. Like again, this is like secondhand information put through probably just Google Translate, but it seemed to be like the Night CX G3 prize was what I got from it.
Hang on, that's not public info. That's
breaking news on the Blaze Breakers podcast.
We have the title sorted. More stupidly expensive bays that you won't be able to afford.
Yeah, man. So yeah, I need to get my go at trying to win some rods. Like that one weekend that I had planned to get them, like getting fucked up, like has really ruined like my plans. Like that was a terrible weekend. That I do think I'm a much internally stronger person for going through, but at the same time, I also have no golden wizard rods, so it sucks.
You don't have any.
No golden rods. Like I haven't gotten to because none of them got distributed outside of Bangkok. So
was it on purpose or was it just like?
Yes, it's done on purpose because like they KC Toys decides where they go to basically. So they don't even like we've got 2 stores here. Well, no, we've got 3 stores here that are associated with KC Toys and get stock through them. But the main store in like the mall here, which is their like official branch, their stock is like old. Like it'll be like from probably like early-ish 2024 kind of like stock kind of stuff from then, like probably like around the start of UX kind of stuff maybe in there. But then like my friends' stores that kind of like buy from Japan and buy from KC Toys, they might have newer releases, but that'll be direct from Japan, and the stuff they're getting from KC will be like delayed or just impossible to get their stock. Like the people up in Chiang Mai, they won't even have golden rods up theirs for prizes either. It'll just be, and there's a lot of them in Bangkok, like because they're running so many tournaments like every weekend, and it's like a prize for like even unofficial like places hosting G3 kind of tournaments. Like they've got golden rods to give as prizes, but like they're just all in Bangkok, man. It's frustrating because since golden rod came out as a G3 prize, I've won like 3 over here. So it's like, and I've topped in like more, so I would have like a couple complete rods by now. But yeah, is what it is.
I think Crow's one part away from a complete golden rod. I think he just needs the ratchet. One of the two.
I think it's the bit he needs, if I remember.
Yeah, he needs to get a second place finish, I think.
Yeah, damn, he can only come first or third. Like, what problem was I kept on getting, when it was just Night Shield still, I kept on getting like third place in my first few. So I had like a bunch of ratchets. Yeah. And then like yeah, and then I managed to start winning like the needles, and I was like, okay. And then I got like, I think I got like 5 wins like really close together, and I was just like stocked up on night shields. But yeah, all like my first few like G3 wins came like week after week, like very close together. Like very close together. Had like my first little spurt of them. But yeah, that's why I'm gutted about not making that weekend weekend in Bangkok, because I was on like a good run. Like I felt like I was trained up and ready. You know, I was like, okay, this is the weekend to like make big on like close wins, like some like smaller tournament wins and stuff like that. I'm like all warmed up, ready to go, confident in my deck. It's just like, nah, you can sit in a room in Laos for like 5 days.
Wow, that was great. Do you have plans to go up again anytime soon?
I've actually taken a fight for the first weekend in February. I'm fighting on, I think it's the 2nd of February, professional MMA again. So like these next 2 weeks for me are going to be very kind of like dialed in, focusing on that. But once that's done, we'll see. I kind of made a joke in the Discord the other day. If I manage to win like a performance bonus or something, I'll get myself a weekend in Bangkok just to trying to hit up like 8 G3s or something. But if I think we might have Rod as a prize for a little bit longer than March, because, well, actually, I don't know, because our release dates are pretty much the same as Japan's. So if it changes for you in March, it might change for us in March as well. So February might literally be the last chance I have to get to like Bangkok and try and win some through a tournament, which will be annoying because I wanted to get there and do it since like we knew Rod was going to be like the next G3 prize. But every time I've been to Bangkok since, I've been working, haven't been able to get to any tournaments. But yeah, that's if I can have a good time on, was it February 2nd, that goes well, then maybe the following weekend I might be able to justify going to Bangkok for a couple of days. But also my dad is visiting Phuket for a month. Like he arrives like the day before I fight, and he's here for like all of February. So it's like, hey dad, I can see you the first couple of days you arrived, and then next weekend I'm going away to play Beyblade. Actually, I did that last time he came out here. He came out here for a couple of weeks, and I went away one weekend to play Beyblade. That was the G1, which I was top 16 for. So like justified, in my opinion.
So close yet so far from shiny Dran.
My God. Oh my God, it's heartbreaking, man. And when you just there like before the tournaments and stuff, and you see them in the stands, like they're on full display just right there, and then after the tournament's done, and like matey boys just holding them, and just like everyone's just like fucking shattered, like it's just sweaty and gross from like a 9-hour like Beyblading day, because it just takes so long for no good reason.
It's like it's just so many. Like how many people are at the G1s?
So For that one, we had 364, and that was for the adult, like the open. Sorry, it had like a bunch. I don't know what the numbers were for the junior, but yeah, the open had 364, which is pretty hench. Like the biggest G2 I've been to was like 234 or something, 232, something like that.
Still massive.
Yeah, that's huge because normally they're like 128, 130, something like that for a G2. Like, but yeah,
do they not cap it then?
The cap is 512 or something like that.
Right.
Because that's like divisible down by like 8 or something like that. I can't remember what the exact number is, but it's meant to be like if you go 8-0, you win a G1 or something like that. So yeah, it's like whatever the biggest. Like I think it goes up to like H bracket, and yeah, so whatever 32 up to like that is what they allow up to.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so pretty big over here, man. Like they have like big tournaments like that every weekend. It's crazy. Like all the there's G2 size like tournaments going on like in multiple locations at the same time. It's crazy. Like, and it's all in Bangkok, man. Goddamn.
Get myself down to Bangkok instead.
Yeah.
I don't want to ruin your flow, but I feel like we've gone off topic a little bit, and we might have to make these into multiple parts.
I don't know.
How long these are going to be.
I think just upload the whole unedited thing.
The whole thing?
That sounds terrible.
So far it's been, 40 minutes, and we've only hit like 3 dots on my list.
Yeah, but to be fair, you've got the longest list. There's only like 6 dots on my list.
Yeah. We got
should we talk about
down, multicolored drawn down.
Do you want to talk about upcoming releases?
Yeah.
Oh, we haven't talked about Ghost Circle.
Underneedle and Ghost Circle. Do we have to talk about Ghost Circle?
I mean, it
exists.
It's small and
small and round.
Yes, it's small, round, and spooky.
Release
Draseel's hench. I like the Drasil. I mean, again, like I know we hate
Draseel's hung. Goddamn.
I mean, have you ever seen a turtle dick? Like, I mean, they're a crazy shape, but like body proportionate wise, they're pretty well hung.
No, yeah.
We're talking about Draseel, or
yeah, have you not got the rated bit chip with the Draseel bit chip with the little what's the tail that goes like
in a while?
Oh my goodness.
But anyway, all the crossover remakes have been a very faithful representation, in my opinion. They look great. They look very good. But yeah, they're just
opinions
small.
On the Black Phoenix, then the next collaboration is coming out.
That looks sexy.
It looks very good. It looks really, really good.
My theory is that it's gonna be a rare bay thing because they're not advertised in like the brown box.
I think it's B4. It's another B4 thing.
It's gonna be the next B4 exclusive after the Drans.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a Coro. I don't think it's gonna be a rare bay. They're not in the brown box. So
I think B4's the right shout there. Like,
so the coloring was thought up together by Tatsuya Kitani and the Beyblade development team. I don't know who that is. Do any of you know?
The Beyblade development team developed Beyblades.
No, but Kitani.
He's an artist, I believe.
So is a woman.
Who
I wouldn't know.
Let's not assume gender. Let's say they are.
Right. Okay.
They identify as artists.
Yeah, I remember I seen that it comes with stickers of like an eye. I guess that's their art from something.
Yeah, so it comes with a few of those like exclusive stickers as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think it looks dope, and I think it's really cool. Is it bad that since I got like Coro Wing, I'm like salty that there's going to be a really dope looking like Phoenix that's just easily available? Like, I like having like the sexy wing, and now it's like, oh man, the black wing's really nice, and it's just so easy to get. It's a good thing. It's a good thing that it's easy to get.
By the time it comes out, your blue one's probably going to look super scuffed from battle.
It's so pretty scuffed already, yeah. But
right,
I mean, the battle damage is always cool, but the black one does look nice. I mean, if I'm honest, if I could get a mix of the two, like the green core from the Korra wing with the black metal coat. Like that would be like the perfect wing for me, I think.
I mean, you could take it apart, I guess. Like, try and always to unscrew it, make your own special custom Phoenix wing.
Yeah.
You're willing to, you
have to get like whatever like Crimson Curse uses for his like a drill press to like unscrew the like make his own ones.
He drills into them and then puts in these new little bolts.
Yeah, I just want TT to do it for me. Or Crimson, if you're listening, hit up your boys.
Send him the Phoenix, send him a gear chip.
Yep. He'll just keep them for himself. Nah.
But yeah, no, I do love I still have a lot of love for the Korra Phoenix. Just like, I mean, the mold is super nice anyway. Very, very strong. Very, very, very powerful. But
that's also on the list, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a big
fan. Have you guys
fan.
seen it in like the shops yet? Like the Mold 3? I mean,
I haven't myself, but they are down here. We do have them.
You can see it through the packaging in Hasbro, can't you? Like, if it's Mold 3.
Yeah. Like here, I haven't honestly.
TT, good luck.
Looked like it would be somewhere in Bangkok because like here, like the stock of Phoenix wings isn't really getting drained out. Like they're not cleared off the shelves. Like, but in Bangkok they'll probably be finding them by now because if they're in Japan, then or in any of the Asia stock, then they'll have them in Bangkok for sure. And I think I've seen like from the other like Southeast Asian countries like Philippines and stuff like that, they've got the new molds already in their Phoenixes.
Have you also updated the mold in the Random Booster 4 for the Blue Phoenix?
Are they still printing those?
Well, because they updated the molds one. Well, I don't know if they updated the molds, but they updated the coating on the Random Booster Volume 1. So, like, all the blades I got from that have the plastic coating on the metal.
Okay.
But they didn't.
Oh, nice.
So
interesting. Yeah, I didn't realize that. I didn't think they were reprinting them all like that, but that's cool. Yeah, I haven't noticed. I haven't seen that mentioned anywhere, actually. That's something to keep an eye out for.
Yeah,
if you're listening, comment below. Have you got a Random Booster Blue Phoenix with a new mold?
Yeah, that's going to be hard to get.
That's the new...
I could probably just look online.
That's the new rare Phoenix to get, is the Random Booster mold update. Is it mold 3 or mold 2?
Mold 3.
Mold 3, okay.
Because everything else is already in mold 2 because of when they updated where the ratchet connects.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, that was it. That was the thing that I always forget. Yeah.
Oh, that's what the difference was.
Yeah.
The Blue Coat Phoenix did not get a lot of time to shine for its mold 3, considering Hasbro dropped it like a week later. Not even that. I felt like it was in the same, like, just a couple of days.
Short.
But I mean, fair enough. Like, it's stops people shouting out. It's like the pay to win Phoenix. Like, you can have it too.
That's people. The reason like Korra Phoenix reseller went high, like so high, was because when people saw it, they're like, okay, that's a cool Phoenix wing, but it's Phoenix wing. We already have it, and it comes with 980, which people are like meh, and disc ball, which no one cares about. So like, not many people pre-ordered it. I got 2 because I thought, it would be cool to have. Then I didn't give it a go. And then afterwards, when we saw the weights, we were like, this is the new heaviest blade in all of Beyblade.
Yeah.
And then that's when the prices just started to like skyrocket for it. So I'm wondering if that's going to happen for Croc as well. But I think the irony is of this, that who are going to casually want it, or like in like from abroad, they're going to be like, well, we've got Bike Croc, but we can get this like cool, like green metal coat version. But in Japan, that blade doesn't exist. So if people miss out on pre-ordering it, I think the general price is going to be higher than the Korra Phoenixes, because everyone's going to want it who didn't get it, because there's no other way to get that day. It's like Phoenix, where it's a recolor. It's like there's no other way in Japan to get that officially.
Oh man, if the green crop comes out and it's like somehow like super heavy from a new mold or something, that'll be insane.
Well, I hope it's heavier than like current shark is. That would be nice, but honestly, like I wouldn't hold my breath for
How much heavier can it get? How much does shark weigh? Is it a 30?
I think it's a
37?
35er.
Oh, even
It's
lower.
like 35 at the most, I think. Yeah, it's really not that heavy. It
I
might
think my
might even be
Croc was
less than
only like 34 something, my Hasbro one.
Croc's
So
was less than
TT's,
shark, right?
yeah. I think it was the front one, which was the heaviest out of them.
Primal.
Primal,
Yeah,
yeah.
Primal.
Oh.
Yeah.
Optimus Primal.
To be fair, I don't want to spend the like cost of the collab base, but I think Primal is the one I'd want just for the Primal and Starscream, just for the aesthetic, because they look the dopest, I think, out of the collabs.
The Spider-Man one has a quite like
Yeah.
the web kind of design.
I'd
That's quite cool.
I'd like Venom and Spider-Man probably second on that tier list for me. Luke,
What about Iron Man?
Luke can like be buried deep underground.
Luke, Iron Man, all of them. There you go.
Doesn't deserve to be on Night Shield.
That's the thing. We need to. That's what the podcast should be. Is like, I don't know, some kind of Night Shield, 3 Shield, fucking 3 Knights of the Round
The
Shield, or
Shield
some like that. That could be our thing, because
Knights of the Old Republic.
we need to
Let's
gang
go.
up on some other Baytuber with some Night Shield combos and get a beat down.
Give us your best Night Shield pun podcast name.
They can't give him credit.
No.
He's not even here.
Our first guest is Illanuk. He's not here, but
I'll just do some of my awesome Illanuk head cutouts and just.
I love that Hulk one.
That's cursed.
If you can't tell, that's probably that. I think that was the first time I tried to use that in an
What
edit.
software was that?
I was just using Final Cut, bro. Like,
oh wow, okay.
Yeah, like I pretty much edit all of my stuff on PC through Final Cut now. It's just convenient. It's very convenient. I've gone from mainly doing all my editing before on stuff was on like Mac, so I was using like Final Cut stuff. But oh shit, have I been saying Final Cut for this? No, I use CapCut. Sorry, is what I'm trying to say for
CapCut. Yeah, I started using CapCut for shorts.
No,
Yeah.
Final Cut is what I've been used to using forever on Mac and stuff, but now I just use CapCut on PC. It's just like, yeah, super easy. Like, you can get fancier with it, but I don't really need to. So, yeah, for me, it's pretty convenient.
Fair enough. So, what about that Rocky Golem?
So cool.
Yeah.
I like it.
I'm very keen.
I'm a big fan anyway of like little dense looking compact defense blades, because I just want to put them on like attack bits and yeet them as fast as possible at stuff. So
I think that's like a pattern for like defense types. It's like, oh, here's a defense blade, stick it on rush.
Yeah, exactly. It could be the next night mail for a month. Just have it like pinging around, like being the AVA champion and stuff. But no, I think the blade looks cool. Was it the testing video or the showcase video that they put on the official channel? It looked a decent size. Of course, we don't know what the weight's going to be because the size can be deceptive for that. But under needle, very intriguing. The new lowest bit.
I'm happy it's on a defense type bit. Like defense type needs some more love.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering what it's, but like I honestly can't think about how it's going to be viable. I just can't picture it in my head. Do you guys have any ideas?
I think. Oh, what we're talking about under needle here?
Under needle, yeah.
I think lower height is what defense needed, because we're not getting like higher burst resistance. So we needed something to protect the ratchet. So I think that is good. I think they've picked the wrong shape, because I think the best shaped needle variation we have so far is high needle, but the problem is the extra height on it makes our just more burstable from either like a bit burst or a ratchet more exposed. So I think if they had given us like the high needle, that kind of like wide defense bit, smooth kind of like a shape on under needle, it would be very good. But it's kind of closer to gear needle because of how low the gears need to be on it. So scraping, I am worried about scraping. So with blade wise, just whatever's the most balanced. So honestly, things like rod are going to make it like Rod makes everything good because it's so balanced. I mean, I'm curious now after playing with Pegasus, but I think if you could give Pegasus something with like a solid defense and a lot of stamina, it might fit into that archetype quite well as like a defensive, like static counter attacker, you know. But yeah, the best counter hitting blades are Silver Wolf and stuff like that right now. So maybe Underneedle on there is the place to go. But again, Wolf suffers from destabilization and all the needle bits. That's kind of like their gimmick. They start to wobble. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not too sure. Wizard Rod just makes everything good, but that's kind of like a cop out.
Yeah.
It's not going to replace Ball.
I was thinking Rod as well. Juice, did you have any ideas?
Dracelius!
No, I
Well,
always
typical.
go for the stupid combos. Like my first thought was a Shark Edge on Underneedle. It just sits in the middle.
I also thought of Shark Edge. Yeah, like get really.
It'll just wait there and just
middle.
knock everything up.
No, it's legit. People were putting like Shark on Needle when Shark released as a static attacker, you know, just for the chance to give it more stamina and like stay in the staging from the recoil. So it's not
Right.
like a bad shout. It's just now with the game, I think the biggest downfall for Shark is the stamina. Like, does it get enough hits in to get the KO?
Right.
But I mean,
It's not gonna hurt to try.
yeah, no, for sure. And you never know with Underneedle, the LAD may be like amazing that you still get those like, critical hits very late on, like when like the blade's dying. So
Yeah, it looks like it might have some LED on it, right? It's
what has happened to my camera? Why am I, brother?
you got powerful backlighting going on.
Oh
It's
yeah,
the second coming of Juice. He is risen.
The sun is setting.
The son of Juice.
Yeah, with Shark just standing there, and since it's so low, I guess if it could get bursts off, like pretty quickly, considering like everything else is going to be taller than it.
I think
it's just going to be hitting the ratchets over and over again.
I think because it'll be on a defensive bit, it won't be bursting base as much. I think it'll be hitting KOs more though.
No,
I think it'll be underneath able to hit because that's the one thing about Shark anyway is like it hits mad KOs even when it's got very little energy left. It's the most aggressively like upper attack shaped blade I think we've got so far in X. So having it on what would it be now? 40 height with Underneedle if you had it on a 60 ratchet.
Basically, yeah.
So I think the chances for hitting those crit over and extreme finishes goes up with Underneedle probably.
I think it would look quite nice on Croc Crunch.
Yes, good shout.
Or we're just super based and we just play stock Rock Golem.
I was just thinking that like stock Rock Golem looks fun. Or Golem Rock, whatever it is.
I think like aesthetically, I just really like the Bay. It's a bit goofy, but also like a bit bulky.
Big size, jagged.
Yeah, it's very cool.
It's gonna have a bit of weight to it, and the blade covers the 160 ratchet really well.
That's interesting because that means it's at least relatively wide to be able to poke out that far. Because like say like Shark and stuff like that, they don't cover a 160 when you put 160 on it. So yeah, and Whale.
Oh, my lighting changed. What the fuck? I'm back.
The third coming of Juice. But yeah, like it's I'm definitely keen for Golem. What other parts we're getting with Shelter Drake other than Shelter Drake?
Orb. Hang on, I've got it here.
All three of them are getting orb.
Is it 360 orb and
360.570 orb?
Oh, 570. All right, the other way around again. Cool. I don't have orb, so that'll be good.
Oh, you'll be able to get a lot of copies from this set, apparently. So orb dot.
I'm a bit disappointed they're releasing
gear
points.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm a bit disappointed they're releasing Dot again, though. Like they just released Drasil. Why are they releasing Dot again 2 months after?
Where's Unite? Where's level? I don't even use level.
No.
And I want another level.
I want more levels. Just give me lots of.
What are you talking about? Levels coming out. Like we're going to get. There'll be a whole 100 brand new colored levels.
Oh yeah, for 20K.
Oh man.
Yeah, $20K.
I need like to wait till we get that red samurai just so I can have a black level with the new Buster. Oh, that would look so nice. That looks so nice.
I think you're gonna get like a nice black 270.
270 bound spike. It's gonna be the next Buster combo I use. God damn.
I feel like you're going to be very upset if it doesn't end up being a black level.
Well, that's the thing,
Just
because
a red level.
I'm still probably not going to get it anytime soon, even if it had the black level.
Right.
I'd love to, but I don't think so. The Shelter Drake Blade, apparently about as tall as Wizard Rod. The like, because it's
Yeah,
the diameter. Sorry, because
That's a nice point.
it's kind of like that oblong
Really?
two blade kind of shape. But
Oh.
It was pretty big when I saw it, I guess, but like I could only compare it to Golem Rock, which we then saw compared to everything else in that video that the Baytube team did.
yeah,
They look kind of like middle, not quite Wizard Rod, but bigger than Ghost Circle.
I thought it was okay. So it's a tiny bit smaller than Wizard Rod. Or is it? Was it small?
I think I see
What,
that like diagram like people have done of it with Wizard Rod, and it's like from one end to one end, it's as tall as Rod is wide, but skinny ways.
It's got that oval shape to it. Hasn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah. So from
Right. Yep.
Stick a 260 on it. There you go.
put a 260 on it, or just watch it burst every time you launch it. The 260 will stick out at the other sides as well. It won't be underneath the blade. It'll be.
But you're forgetting, and you stick it on under needle. Nothing's getting under that.
You're too low to be burst. Too low to be burst on under needle.
See, I'd love that. Using really burstable ratchets that are like good for other things with like a really low bit to kind of balance it out.
But then we're going to get low, flat, and everything will be undone.
Yeah.
Under flat. Yeah. Do you think that's going to be like a naming gimmick for everything that's like 2 millimeters shorter? It's going to be
Under level.
Because we got like low rush, the continuation of like low flat. We've had high needle, high taper.
We might not see another under for a while, considering we only just got low rush. We've had low flat for what, since the first random booster.
But high needle and high taper are pretty close together.
And we haven't gotten any since then, right?
I don't think I have either of those bits. Anyway,
you're not massively missing out. Oh, AFK.
If you wanted the standard Hell's Chain, you'd have to get the 3 on 3 set.
Now that I've got the new Buster, I'm even saltier that I don't have or I didn't redeem any of my Rare Bay chains, because the 560 would look really nice with it. Oh, you're able to do that. You got like 50 chains in the same Buster blade, haven't you?
Mm-hmm.
It's all right. I've got all the parts. I've literally got a green
I remember watching you stream getting them, right?
Yeah, I won 11.
Made the orders.
No, because like what a ball ache doing it through like like Shopee or some shit. I didn't have the convenience of SapphireBlaze at the time. Right.
Glad to be of service.
And I didn't realize that they were just going to be like taken off the store like that. Just be like, nah, lol. Your points only last for this amount of time.
Oh yeah, that's ridiculous.
I don't know if you meant Bai, but
yeah, Bai was the one.
Is it Shopee?
Because like Bai, don't you?
Shopee's a thing, but that's a different service.
So I use Shopee here. But yeah, Bai, like you have to put like a separate form for each individual item you do, and like at the time it was like what, 11 chains, something. How many fucking bit sets did I win in the end? Something stupid, like 15.
You had
or something.
13, but I can only redeem 12 of them.
Yeah, you know, like a ton of stickers and stuff. It was just like, wow, doing individual like things for all of those just felt like like I don't know if it's just like the ADHD.
I didn't have to do individual ones. I just put in the same order. I just put the code, multiple codes.
Really?
Put the number of days I wanted to match the codes, and then it went through. And that was like the maximum I did was only 4 or 4 to 5.
Oh shit!
There was an issue. There was an issue with delivery date, because they all have to be available. Some of the ones like the Black Chain are like, oh, this is going to be shipped out in March, and like some of the things like the bits were like, oh, this will be available end of December. So you couldn't order things that were arriving at different times in the same order. which is annoying because they have a minimum minimum price that you have to meet before free delivery. Ends up getting pretty expensive if you're trying to buy like 3 different things that are coming out at 3 different times.
And I was just like, I don't know, just like kind of like paralysis of like, it's too much paperwork to do to even just get started on one of them. Like I should have done.
Do you have the Silver Drake's Blade?
Yeah, I got 2.
I sent them to you, right?
Yeah. And one, those ones we sorted that one out. That was
Oh, have you received the stickers, right? In the parcel you got from me.
Yeah.
Have you used any of them?
I have got. I don't know if you've seen it, but I've got one of the Phoenix feathers on a blue random booster Phoenix wing. I used it in one of the combos in the last members video I did against that like pimped out gauntlet I made.
I thought that looked odd. Did you use the basic one on the blue one? Is that what it was?
I think so, yeah, because I thought it looked more Dranzery because it was like the red bit chip
right,
on
yeah,
the blue background, and I had
set.
the kind of like green like outer ratchet color on the bottom, and the did I use a red bit or something with it? I just tried to make it look like Dranzer F basically, but as much as possible. But one thing I noticed with it though is like it's a very weird fit on there. You have to like
those older ones on the Phoenix blades are an odd fit because the prongs are so much sharper and longer. But the rest should be fine. Also, be careful of peeling them off. Like, I don't know. Crimson said some of his older stuff, you need to be more careful of peeling them off because you might peel the picture off the sticker itself.
And they look great and they like feel great when they come off and stuff. They're like very like solid and stuff. Just not like a perfect fit in there, but I haven't tried any more than that one. I'm excited to get some of the back 10 shoot stuff. I was trying to figure out combos that I need to like put them on. But I think we've hit everything on my list apart from I can rant about Pegasus for a bit, but maybe we'll save that for another one. Does anyone want to go over anything before we round it up for today?
Just want to mention that it was brought to my attention from fellow Baytuber Baymac that the UK is now going to have a kind of semi-organized national championship thing, not official Hasbro. It's going to be through an organization called Organized Play Events. Okay. And they're going to have a competitive circuit with like a league and everything. So and that's great. Yeah, more competitive Beyblade in outside of Asia. That's what we want. Yeah. Is there like leagues in Australia as well, Juice? Do you have similar kind of setup?
Yeah, pretty much. Our whole group thing is like hang on. What are we called? Hang on. I don't know if it's on the same level as what you're talking about.
He doesn't even know the name of his followers.
No, it's not my followers. I don't. Yeah, we got BBAN, which is our thing now.
Okay.
We have a bunch of tournaments set up, but not like through anything that you mentioned just then. It's all individual.
Yeah, they got like
people's stuff.
National championship qualifier tournaments and everything leading up to a big event going to be
that's cool, man.
Q4 this year.
I hope they're able to get people to host them in like a kind of like a good variety of places if they are doing like a league, and like it'll got regionals, nationals, and kind of stuff, because I don't know, any organization when they start off something, they normally have the pitfall of like spreading out wide enough that they get a good representation. So it'd be cool because even when I went back, however long ago it was, like August, September time, when I went back to the UK last, there were people playing in my home city down in the southwest, and there were like a few nights a week that people were hosting things at different venues. So it was like there are definitely people there that want to be playing and doing like organized play and something bigger, and the people that were hosting those tournaments were making sure they traveled to like other people's like tournaments just outside of the city nearby and stuff as well. So yeah, there's definitely people wanting to play and compete on a more I don't know, organized level back there. So yeah, I'm rooting for it to do well, man. That's sick.
Same, yeah, excited for it. That's good to hear.
Maybe in a year's time, if I go back to the UK, there'll be something I can go to. That'd be dope.
Fingers crossed I'll be able to join at least a few things while I'm there. I'll be there for like 3 months or so, from like May to August. So lots of opportunity.
Man.
Exciting stuff.
Sick. All right. Well,
Cool.
I think that sums us up. Anything else? Juice, anything you want to plug?
Nah.
Well,
We've pretty much gone through everything.
We're doing good, guys. Yeah.
All right. All we
right.
need from you listeners is a name in the comments. We'll catch you in the next one.
I'll drop a list of names as well when it comes out.
Thanks, guys.
All right, boys. Good job. Good job. I'll
We can do the Blade Dragons outro just to fuck with them.
Yeah. That's it, because I haven't recorded any like video. I'll just have Elliot and Alex's faces.
Just deep fake them.
Yeah, the whole time. Like just as like icons or something while we're talking. Or I'll just screen capture a whole episode of Blade Dragons and just have our audio playing over the top.
Beer dragons.